Mike Hamilton. So they're working on the FZJ80. I've named him Ottis. So I've always wanted a dog named Ottis, and I always rescue dogs which come with their own name. So we're working on fixing things like the AC going. It's running a lot better. We haven't done the tune-up yet, and he said it's running really good now. So anyways, like we might be finished with the baseline repairs on this starting like as early as next week. AC's blowing super cold. See, we got the key in it. Let's see if we can give it a fire up. It does sound better than it did when I drove it back. So my mic could pick this up. I mean, this thing is purring with like 250,000 miles on it. And then they're gonna do valve cover gaskets and tune up, the back latch, the Cadillac converters. Everything is here now. All the stuff we needed for repairing. I think they just did the AC to start with, and we're back into fires and stuff and raining and ash on our cars out here in the parking lot. But this has been indoors this is like its second day now. They may be finished within a week or so of doing all the stuff, but man, this thing runs like a champ. Like I said, a water leak, which is the water pump on this, so they may have already done that. It looks like a new water pump on there. So yeah, they've already done the water pump. I can see it down there, so I gotta be careful because there's no fan shroud. See how clean that is there? But then apparently valve cover gasket's leaking, so that's going to get done. Full tune-up. They did a nice battery box on here. This is not the right size battery, but it's not an old battery and it's not in bad shape. This should be a 27F instead of a 24F. But I'm like, why spend right now spend until I get this thing fully up and running, and plus also the weight of it too. Like so. And then did they fix that cap on this thing here? No, it's still got that melted cap on there. I gotta talk to them about that. I don't know why that melted. It just probably got so hot under the hood. But this thing's running like a champ, man. AC's off now. Well, let's just turn it off and smog out the dealership. Well, yeah, this thing's running good. You know, like this right now is not about the beauty of the car. It's about getting it a baseline and getting it running and blowing cold air. So that's where we're at this moment right now. I just want to get this thing. We got brakes all the way around to do. Cadillac converter's got to get done. A couple other things there. So. Let me take a look at this hoodie. It's easier to see around. So man, this thing runs like a champ. The more I keep looking at this body, the more problems I see with it. Man, it's got some issues around here. Almost like looks like there's some Bondo going on around there. Weather stripping and stuff's all hard. I got dented up here. I don't know if that ever happened. Way up there. And then it's like another dent was up in there. The windshield, I think we got that on order too from the glass company. Then I got to deal with rust issues. I'm going to try to make a series of that, doing the body work myself as far as at least prepping it. I mean, I got to do the hard labor. And then I'm planning to wrap it in I'm not 100% sure, but I think in an army green matte. And maybe a black stripe going down the middle. I'm not 100% sure yet on that. I do kind of like the desert look too. So desert matte, like the what they used to call quicksand, with they had with the Tacomas and the Tundras and the 4Runners. I really like that paint. They haven't done that for a little while for Toyota, but if I get that like a matte, but I want it not all the same color. I want to break it up a little bit, but be something that I would like to do. But hey, it's coming along here. It's you know, it's going to be seaworthy and be able to drive good, and then we'll have to start on the you know, other things. I'll be watching as many videos. That's a hard thing. There's not a lot of videos on this vehicle, you know, online. So maybe I'm going to be the one showing a lot of stuff. You know, there's people that know how to paint, and people know how to wrap, and people know how to prep. And I found some stuff, how to do stuff for like hubs and all that. I don't want to get into the mechanical stuff. I want to do like the body stuff, the interior stuff, what I could do, you know, like I could take seats out, I could clean, I could put in sound deadening material that you could buy from 3M. You know, I could replace this thing up on top here, and it's not really that bad. So, but you know, get some more sound deadening materials in this thing and make it quieter inside. Things that I could do. Those are things I'll be looking at, trying to get done myself. There'll be things that like that. Those are kind of more of a labor thing than a high skilled set, you know, as far as that. Anyways, that's it for now. We'll give you another update and probably next week. See you next time.